I'm Dr. Julie Lynn, founder of the system-based pattern mapping. On this channel, I help women who have been told their labs are normal but still don't feel well finally understand why they feel the way they do. We decode fatigue, brain fog, hormone shifts, gut issues, and chronic symptoms by looking at how your body systems are communicating, where they're compensating, and what they're actually asking for. This isn't symptom chasing, it's pattern recognition, physiological clarity, and real healing pathways. If you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding your body, you're in the right place. They see symptoms, I see patterns. Hello and welcome back for another episode. I'm Dr. Julie Lynn, founder of the systems-based pattern mapping solution, and I help women take the mystery out of their mystery symptoms. Today I want to talk about why your symptoms feel connected and what your body is really trying to tell you. If your symptoms have felt connected, it's because they are. Brain fog doesn't happen in isolation. It's often accompanied by fatigue. And hormones don't shift without affecting everything else in the body. And yet, most women are given separate explanations for each one. Different supplements, different protocols, different treatment options. But no one ever explains why they keep showing up together. And once you see this, you won't be able to unsee it because it's going to make everything you've been experiencing finally make sense. And I bet that many of you can relate to this experience. You try to explain how your body feels, not just tired, but drained, completely ran down, often a way you can't fully describe. Some days it's your energy, some days it's your mood, some days it's your digestion, and some days it's everything all at once. And what you hear time and time and time again is your labs look normal. Maybe it's just stress. Let's just watch it and see. And eventually you start wondering, why do I feel like this? Why does this keep happening? Why does nothing fully resolve? Why does my body feel like it's changing, but no one can explain why? So let's talk about what's actually happening. Your body doesn't function as separate parts. It functions as a network of systems that are constantly communicating with one another. Your nervous system, your hormones, your immune system, your metabolism, and your digestion. They are all in conversation every second of the day. And when that communication is clear and coordinated, you feel stable, you feel energized, you feel like yourself. But when your body is under ongoing demand or strain, it adapts. And this is the part no one is talking about. But it's exactly why your symptoms feel so complicated. This adaptation actually has a name. It's called allostatic load. Allostatic load is the cumulative burden on the body from repeated or chronic stress. This concept's not new. It's actually been studied for decades, and it includes work from Bruce McEwen, who described it as the wear and tear on the body over time. And it's not just emotional stress we're talking about. It's physiological demand too, like sleep disruption, blood sugar instability, inflammation, environmental exposures, chronic internal and external pressure. And over time, this load, it starts to influence other systems. Let me show you what that actually looks like. Let's say it starts with something simple like poor sleep. That alone can shift your cortisol rhythm, affect your blood sugar. That can lead to a reduction in how efficiently your cells produce energy, increasing inflammation, and changing how your nervous system regulates. Now your energy is low, your mood feels different, and your digestion shifts. Now, these symptoms are often seen as separate issues, but you now see how they are actually connected. Here's another example. Maybe this starts with blood sugar instability. That can trigger stress hormones, activate your nervous system, strain energy production, and begin to affect hormone balance. Or what about if it started with inflammation, which can actually change brain signaling, energy levels, and hormone function? Okay, my point is that each has a different starting point, but the same systems are being affected. And over time, these patterns begin to stack. Your symptoms are not random. They are how cumulative stress is showing up across your body systems. And this explains something that confuses many of us. And it actually was the question that led me to my work today. And that is, women can live completely different lives, but still experience the same exact symptoms. And I realized that it's because the body only has a limited number of ways to adapt. Different stressors, same systems, same patterns. And this is actually consistent with the research across many different fields like physiology and psychoimmunology. Different inputs often lead to the same physiological pathways and the same symptom clusters. And this is actually the foundation of my work today. I wanted an answer to the question of why different women with completely different lives had identical symptoms. Now, here's why this matters. There is a phase where your body is adapting, but hasn't broken down yet, where the symptoms are real. The multi-system dysfunction is real, but not yet labeled as a disease or diagnosis. That is the window, because once these patterns become a disease, they are much harder to reverse. This is why I don't start with isolated symptoms, and I don't look at labs in isolation. I look at how your systems are communicating, because what most approaches miss is not what's wrong with one system. It's how the systems have been adapting together over time. That's what creates the pattern, the symptoms you feel. Once you can see that pattern, your symptoms finally make sense. And as we close, I want you to know you were never too complicated. You were never just stressed. Your body has been working very hard to keep you functioning, even when it had to do it without support. If you're ready to understand what your body has been trying to tell you, you can book a clarity call to explore my systems-based pattern mapping solution for yourself. You can find the link in my bio, or feel free to send me a DM. Remember, they see symptoms, I see patterns. So bring me your normal labs and I'll show you what they've been missing. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.